Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of Jaipur series. So in the part 1 we covered 3 landmarks in Jaipur: Hawa Mahal, Amer Fort and the Elephant Village. And this is part 2 where we were going to be going to see Jantar Mantar and Gulab Garh. So the Jantar Mantar in Jaipur is home to 19 instruments, and it makes the site truly remarkable because they're all still functional. So Jantar Mantar was built by the king Maharaja Singh II, and he's the founder of Jaipur, and he's also was interested in astronomy and mathematics. The construction of these instruments happened like almost in between 1728 and 1734. The word Jantar comes from the word Yantra, which means instrument or machine, and Mantar comes from mantra, which is calculation or formula. So this entire complex is essentially a house of calculation instruments. So from a distance here we are seeing the Samrat Yantra. This is the largest sundial in the world, and it is actually so accurate that you can see the shadow moving across the marble scale at a speed of about like 1 millimeter per second. And the accuracy of this largest sundial in the world is 2 seconds. So this is the Laghu Samrat Yantra, which is the smaller version of the big Samrat Yantra, and it has an accuracy of 20 seconds. So it has 2 marble arches, and one side works in the morning from 6 a.m. to noon, and the other side works in the afternoon from noon to 6 p.m. So we are in there in the afternoon, as you know, and so we're going to look at this side. And so each of these blocks is 1 hour long. So this is the 1 p.m. mark, and now this is the 2 p.m. mark, and the shadow, as you can see, is in between at 1:26 p.m. Now this is the solar time in Jaipur, and there is something which has to be added to this time. So this is the equation of time, which is 16 minutes. We visited there in December. So if you add 16 to 126, it's 142. And that was the local IST time. That's how you can take the solar time and convert it into the IST time. So this is the Nadi Valaya Yantra, and this Yantra has 2 matching circles, and for 6 months the sun lights up the northern dial, and for the next 6 months it lights up the southern dial. So because we are in the winter time, this is the southern dial, and you can see that there's light here, and the guide is showing how the shadow is showing us the time. There's a little rod there, and the shadow is showing the right time when we put the equation of time in there. So it's around like 1:30, and this is the other side of the Nadi Valaya Yantra, and there is no shadow here because this works in the summer time. So it's interesting that only one side of the Nadi Valaya Yantra gets the sun, and the other side stays in shadow. So this is the side which is getting the sun. Next we came to see the Prakash Yantra, and this is a giant inverted sky map. It is a 3D model of the heavens carved into stone. There's a small ring suspended above the bowl which casts a shadow that shows the sun's exact position. So this is the shadow of that ring. And our guide explained that the sun is in the Sagittarius right now. So that's the zodiac of the sun. And basically there are 2 bowls like that because the instrument is split into 2 bowls, because one bowl cannot show the entire sky. So this is the first bowl, and then right next to it we saw the second bowl. And historically the astronomers used to stand inside the bowl to take the readings, but today this is all fenced up to protect the markings. Next we come to the famous Samrat Yantra, and this is the world's largest sundial, and it's around 27 meters tall, and it can read time with a precision of 2 seconds. So this is pretty accurate. So the Samrat Yantra also has two quadrants. The east facing quadrant is used in the morning and the west facing quadrant is used in the afternoon. So this is the west side, and you can see we can see the shadow from here. Not just it measures the time, it measures the sun's declination, the altitude, the azimuth, and even contributes to the eclipse predictions apparently. This is a multifunction calculator. It was huge. And it's unbelievable that it was built like 300 years ago. And the time was like 1:55. Next, our guide showed us the model of Prakash Yantra. So this is a model, this is not functional, but it's just a model which they did before they actually made the working Prakash Yantra. It also has like two bowls side by side. So this is the Ram Yantra, which is a giant open-air sky grid. The center pole casts a shadow that shows the sun's exact height and direction apparently. It's amazing how they calculated all that 300 years ago. The floor rings measure the attitude, and the wall markings, as you see here, it measures the azimuth of the sun. So this is the Digansh Yantra, and it measures the sun's exact direction, its azimuth. So it works like a giant stone compass aligned perfectly with the cardinal directions. And this is me standing here checking the sun's direction on my phone. This Yantra does the same job using a shadow. And then we explored a little cafeteria inside Jantar Mantar, and it was an open air cafeteria, very nice. And after Jantar Mantar, we are back on the road and we're enjoying some roadside kulfi. And this guy was really passionate about what he does, and he said he's been selling kulfi for generations. And now we're back on the road, and it is almost like 5 in the evening and the sun is setting. And this is a beautiful view of the Jaipur city, as you can see. And we are heading towards Gulab Garh, which is our final destination for Jaipur. And tomorrow morning, early morning, we're going to be leaving for New Delhi. So our driver was showing all the major landmarks and beautiful places in Jaipur city as we are driving. And we caught a glimpse of the beautiful sunset. So now we are passing through Man Sarovar, which is one of Jaipur's biggest residential areas, and over 100,000 people live in this, which is pretty big. And now we have arrived in Gulab Garh, which is our destination and a major iconic landmark in Jaipur. So this is how the entry was. It was big gate, and there are a lot of activities here, as you can see further on. So it is a good way to experience the Rajput culture. They will provide a tilak, then they will shower you with some flower petals. And this is the entrance. As we enter, there are like people singing Rajasthani folk music. And then we also had this like big panda bear with whom we got some pictures. And now this is like a village style location where an old man and a woman, they are making some traditional food, and it was being offered to everyone. So this is like bhakri, and then after that we did some camel ride and some more horse riding. This was all included in the tickets, so we decided to enjoy our camel ride and our horse ride one more time. And here we are doing some pottery. So I had done some pottery classes before, so it was just a reminder. I'd done it like 12 years ago in Canada, and this is I'm doing some pottery again. He's trying to tell me to apply enough pressure, and there is my pot, my creation. Basically, he made it. And then this place was basically like a fair, so there were a lot of we could do like shooting and archery. And then this is some traditional dancing going on, as you can see. This is all within the campus of Gulab Garh. And last but not the least, we had the dinner here. So the dinner was included, and it was in a traditional Rajasthani food with curry and all their paneer and lentils, a pure vegetarian food. And this is the dining area, so it was pretty interesting. And that's about it. We have left Gulab Garh and we are on our way to the hotel. This is Raj Mandir, which is a famous cinema theatre in Jaipur. So we couldn't visit it, but we just wanted to capture it on our ride back home. And this is how Jaipur looks in the night time. So yeah. So that's how we end our Rajasthan trip, and tomorrow morning we are heading to New Delhi. So we will be going on highway, and it's like a 3 or 4 hour drive. I don't remember, but stay tuned for my next leg of the journey. We had a full day today. We explored the Hawa Mahal, Amer Fort, and then we explored the elephant ride, and then we did the Jantar Mantar and then the Gulab Garh. So it was a full day, hectic day, but it was so worth it. And our Rajasthan journey is almost coming to an end. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.